Join the Ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show, brought to you by General Fire and Safety, Raising Cane's, Perch Merch, Sunbelt Rentals, Mullen Motors, Select Plumbing, and the Kindler Hotel on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and my schedule can get a little hectic. From softball practices to going to class, traveling for games, spending time with family, and catching up with friends, I am always on the go. I want a bank that can help me from anywhere, but also be there when I need them. That's Midwest Bank. They have the same mobile banking technology as those big banks, but have that hometown feel that I like every time I walk through the doors. They make banking easy no matter where I am. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Nebraska State Veterans Homes are here to serve veterans, their spouses, surviving spouses, and Gold Star parents. Join your fellow veterans and their families at one of our homes in Bellevue, Kearney, Norfolk, or Scottsbluff. With a sliding scale to determine your financial contribution, an excellent clinical team, and plenty of fun activities, our homes are the perfect retirement choice. Learn more at veterans.nebraska.gov/homes. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Early break. Jake, we answered the phone when we had no idea who was on the other end. No idea.
No idea. That's
no
true.
Idea. I mean, it was incredible.
That's true.
My sister would be standing like that, and somebody would call for my dad or mom or something like that. Yep, right here. Had my sister the phone. It's not for her. Hello. Hang on. Just like
you'd be intolerable.
Oh, yeah. That was fun.
You'd be intolerable.
That was fun stuff.
Early break from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket. Welcome in to We Talk Facts with 9-year NBA veteran and Nebraska Basketball Hall of Famer Erick Strickland and 2-time Nebraska football national champion Clester Johnson. Talking and taking names in sports and day-to-day living. Sit back, relax, and join the show with 9-year NBA vet and Nebraska Basketball Hall of Famer Erick Strickland and 2-time Nebraska football national champion Clester Johnson.
Welcome to WTF. It is another exciting episode of the 1-2 connection getting together. You see it behind his back, behind the bald head nut. CeeLo Johnson. There he is. What's on, my guy? How are you?
You know, I know the energy is different, just a little different when I'm not in studio. But there's a very important reason why I'm not there this evening. My nephew signed a pro contract to go overseas. He's having a little celebration this evening, and I didn't want to miss it. You know, I wanted to be able to hit him up and send him off, you know, give him a little something, little gift, and, you know, just show him my love. So
Double F, family first, man. And, you know, we just thank you that you're able to join us here. And we're thank you to your listeners who are joining us wherever you're joining us, taking it in, YouTube, X, Facebook, all of the streaming platforms to include 961 on Allo. If you have Allo, you can check us out. You can see these handsome little faces here. There's other people in the building. We ain't talking about them because Naya's leaving WTF. She's not going to be with us anymore, man. We're kind of sad over here. I think that's why I got the sad face look right now. She's not leaving, but my boy, Harrison Arns is still in the building on the 1s and 2s. What's going on, my boy?
Yeah, we're still here.
Yeah.
Here for the long run.
Yeah, you're here for the long run. It is the it's not the Three Stooges because, you know, she's the stooge, but
okay, that makes you and Clester the other two. No.
We love you, Naya. We're happy for you. We're glad you're going on to do bigger and better and beautiful things. We appreciate you for joining us, the time that you've shared with us here on WTF.
Well, thank you. I'm going to miss you guys. I told Strick, if you guys ever need a guest and you need the first lady back, I'll be here.
Well, she's always welcome to join us. She is definitely the first lady of WTF. We're going to get into a good show today. We've got a good rundown for you. We're going to talk a little bit of Huskers. They play tomorrow. Big game. Ranked versus ranked, 22 versus 23. The the Huskers take on the Fighting Illini here at Memorial Stadium. So we're going to talk about that, break that down a little bit, give our little thoughts and perspectives. We're going to get some points put out there as well, talk about that a little bit. And there's a little hoopla going on in the Super Bowl. One guy saying he's not like us. He's not like us. The other guy saying, man, you come into my city. Yeah, what a pity. But nonetheless, we're going to talk about that. And well, we're going to also have WTF this or that. That is a favorite segment. I know that some of you guys like. It'll be a this or that moment, questions that you have the opportunity to tap in on and give your thoughts. We'll give our thoughts. And so that's the rundown for today. Let's get into the Husker and Illinois breakdown. Clester, first and foremost, I was talking a little bit on the block a few days ago, and one of the things I noticed about this team is in a lot of instances, they have it's like a mirror. It's like I talked about the run-up of the schedule. I talked about how every team, to me, that Nebraska has played up to this point, it seemed as if there was something that they would be able to glean off of that win. Come in, take on opponent, defeat them, beat the brakes off of them. You got that in the first one. Like that's just getting over the hump in your mind of all the things that you've dealt with in your past, turnovers, lack of confidence, all of those things. That's game one. Game two, a challenge. One, a revenge game, a game that there's going to be a lot of hype. It was pumped up and primed. No pun intended. But it was definitely a high profile style of game, and they came in, showed out. Then you come back and you face Northern Iowa, and it's a team that you knew that you were going to face in the run. It's a style similar to some teams that you're going to face in the Big Ten. So you learned a lot of things out of those games. Now you come into this game, you're ranked. There's a tendency that I've seen in the past to start smelling themselves, but more importantly, it's one of those games where it's like practice. In practice, you beat yourselves up, right? You prepare, you fight your battles in the fall and the spring, and as you get started in the summer, and then all of a sudden, you're tired of beating up on everybody, on yourselves, and you want to beat up on someone else. This is that opportunity I see, Clutch, because they mirror each other in balance, the style of play, as far as passing yards to rushing yards. They balance each other as far as they both have strong defensive fronts. You're looking at turnovers. This is a team that's a +8 team in turnovers. And then you're looking at Nebraska also having the ability this year, more than any, to turn the ball over for them. But here's the last interesting one, and I'll let you get on it, is Dylan Raiola and Luke Altmaier, the quarterback battle that's going on. You have a completion rate for Raiola at 74%. We'll just round up. And then you have 69% for Luke Altmaier. Passing yards, 670 for Raiola, 647 for Altmaier, 5 TDs for Raiola, 6 for Altmaier, one interception, 0 interceptions, all, and they both have 8 yards per pass or yards per attempt. So there's a mirror. That's that mirror I'm talking about. What see you in this game initially? What's your initial thoughts about what you expect out of this game between Illinois?
I want to read something real quick that sums up what is so excited about tomorrow's game. And it's weird saying tomorrow game. I really don't like Friday night college football games because I think that's reserved for high school football, but it's what they give us, right? Again, so the Huskers finished their non-conference schedule undefeated for the first time since 2016. They have a lot of momentum that haven't been felt through the program and the fan base in years. Very true statement. National attention will be on NU once again for this Friday night showcase on Fox. Nebraska's opportunity to snap an 0-12 streak against ranked opponents while hosting the 400th consecutive sellout at Memorial Stadium. One of the things we talked about last week, Eric, was how energized the fan base have been and the type of energy they can give you in a moment like this, a night game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they do that third quarter. I think it was a third quarter. They do kind of like that light show.
It's fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter. I tell you, Eric, for the first time in a long time, looking at this Husker team, they passed the eye test for me.
Mm-hmm.
They feel like the real deal. I really believe that Coach Rule have their minds right, because last week playing against a Northern Iowa team who they were clearly better than, they showed it. It's been years since we've just blown out teams that we should blow out, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And now we have an opportunity to go up against an opponent that's really kind of been it's been kind of a tug of war with Illinois. There's been times when we got them, and there's times when they unexpectedly got us. Remember over in Ireland? And that was just kind of a crusher for Scott Frost. And we know Brett Bielema is a physical style coach. And like you said, Eric, it's going to be kind of almost like they mirror each other. I think Nebraska has a little better passing game, better quarterback, but Illinois is going to come in and run the ball. And I want to see if Nebraska is going to be able to have some patience and maybe have that bend but not break mentality. And that's kind of what they, I thought Northern Iowa did a pretty decent job moving the ball at times on the ground. Like they had a pretty good ground running attack, but they just didn't give up no scores.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Nebraska is going to put the nation on notice that they are a serious contender actually for the playoffs.
Wow.
And, if they hammer Illinois sort of like they did Colorado, I think people are going to really start taking them a lot more seriously.
So here's the thing. Naya, you've been around the football program for a long time via obviously AD of the Drive. That is the beautiful daughter of Aaron Davis. And as I said, she's been a member of WTF now. Naya, you're now in school at the University of Nebraska, and you didn't get the chance to experience what campus life is like we did when your dad and Clester and I were on campus. You're starting to kind of get a feel, a little taste of what it's like, and that's a pause, with regards to the program.
Yeah.
You're starting to see it. Like, how do you feel being someone that, that has known what it is, the history of what it is, and now on campus and get an opportunity to feel what's the buzz like on campus?
Yeah, no, it is definitely like a whole different culture, I bet is probably the word that I would use. I grew up, like you said, around it, and also just always hearing like a lot of disappointment, a lot of my dad screaming at the TV, and just like, oh, it's not what it used to be. It's not what it used to be. And like my mom used to say like, oh my goodness, if we had like a class with a football player, it was like such a big deal and everybody thought they were a celebrity. And I'm like, last year and the year before, like I could have had a class with a football player and had no idea. Because I'm like, you guys, like, it was not even really something that was like acknowledged. Like they didn't have the same hype of like, this is such an amazing thing or like all this stuff. They didn't have that. Yeah. So I always said like going into college, I'm like, I just want one winning year. And I like totally feel the energy. Everyone around me does. Way more of my friends are getting tickets, season tickets, actually wanting to go to the games. Even last weekend, my friends were like, we were all like, okay, so should we just like make sure that we're back here when the game starts so that we can actually watch it? Like people are actually wanting to watch and pay attention and be there. And I did not see that the last 2 years. Like it was definitely like all the college students would focus on tailgating. And if they saw the game, they saw the game. If they didn't, they didn't. And this year there's definitely, I feel like interest all around has just gone up and people are like excited again. And so that's super fun. So campus is really the energy is so much higher than I've seen it since coming to college, which was really, really cool.
Awesome. Harrison, when you think about this Husker squad and this matchup right now, like what are you expecting or hoping to see out of the Huskers so that you would feel even more confident about what you're seeing right now and it's not fluky?
Yeah, I mean, what I need to see is just continue dominance. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. I mean, that's been the thing for Nebraska forever. Is as you're trying to watch this team, they did enough of the good things to at least go bowling. But we've talked about the turnovers ad nauseum. If you just clean up some of the basic things, this team could have been solid already. I mean, Dylan Raiola just had to come in here and be average for us to go bowling, and has been, above average. He's actually excelled, in my opinion. So if you're in Nebraska, you just got to do what you're doing in practice. And I think Matt Rule does a really good job about that. He talked about that at the Colorado game. Like, we're not going to build this up to be the must-have game that this team needs to have this season. It's just another game. You put it in the book. So when it comes to Illinois, Brett Bielema is a tough one to rank. I don't know what the spread's got to look like. I don't care, if they cover it. I think it's gotten all the way up to as high as 8.5 favoring Nebraska. But they won 8 games last year, or 2 years ago. Last year was disappointing. They only got 5. But I'm not going to count out Illinois. So you just beat them. I don't care if it's by 3 points or somehow you beat them by 2 or 1. Just figure out a way, and I'll be happy with the win nonetheless. Because what was it, Clester? You said the first ranked win?
Yeah.
Since how far back do we have to go for that? 20?
What was it, Clester? What was it? 20 what? 15?
2016.
2016.
Yeah.
So 8 years.
That
the
is
Huskers finished
crazy.
the non-conference schedule undefeated for the first time since 2016 and has momentum. Yeah.
And the ranked opponents.
I was 12.
They have an opportunity to
I was 12 on the last.
0-12 streak against ranked opponents.
Yeah. They need to break that. Class, Harrison just said something, and this is what remember I talked about and caveated this discussion regarding each step of the way. There's been learning lessons, things that they can learn, they can apply, that they can grow from. Do you envision this potentially being an opportunity for them to finally get the gorilla off their back, get the super glue off their hands? You know what I'm saying? Just to break through and finally win maybe a one-score game. Like, I would love to see a blowout, but I also feel this game is such a mirror that I think it's possible it could be a one-score game. Is there a period or a time they really need to break that mental block that they have in one-score games?
Here's the thing, Eric. Memorial Stadium used to be a place that you didn't even think about winning at, right? And yeah, of course, we would love to see them win, like Harrison said. We'd love to see them win. Let's just get one more point than the opponent. But I really feel like they are really trying to send a message. And the message is, this is our house. And when you come here, we're going to win, but just by how much are we going to win? When I was in college, I think we had a winning streak, a home winning streak. It got into the 40s. And like I said, when that streak was broken, I think it went for, if I'm not mistaken, 8 to 10 years. But when that streak was broken, a lot of people were just in shock. And I think we're trying to get back to that place where we know at home we are going to dominate. And I just feel like that's going to happen, Eric. I do not see this. I don't see this being a one-score game. I see Nebraska winning by at least 14.
There it is. Let's get into that real quick. Let's talk about the scores. What do you think the score will be? How many do you think Nebraska will score, and what do you think Illinois will ultimately end up with? Before we go first, yeah. We'll go Harris. No, we'll go Naya. Naya, you ladies first. Ladies first. Ladies first.
I don't think it's going to be a 14-point lead. I'll give them a 7-point lead.
So what is the score?
What
to what?
I'm going to go like 20 to 27.
Okay.
Roughly.
Well, you said that backwards now.
Oh, yeah. No. 27
is 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to go like in that ballpark. I'll say plus or minus 3 points.
Okay.
Yeah, the closer we get to this game, I said, I just want to win by 1 point. I don't care as long as we win, but I like Nebraska a lot. The closer we get to this, Illinois is not as good at stopping the run as we think, and the defense has given up less than a touchdown on average through 3 games. Give me Nebraska big, cover the spread, and then some, 27-10. Nebraska's defense shows out.
Listen,
Claire?
I love what he just said. First of all, first game, 40-7. Colorado, potent offense, 28-10. Northern Iowa, 34-3. The moral of the story is the defense is just not giving up a lot of points. Matter of fact, at the end of the game, they were trying to shut Northern Iowa out from scoring a touchdown. And I think that's the mentality right now. I'm going to say Nebraska 35. I'm going to say Illinois 14.
I like it. I like y'all's thoughts and score predictions. I like this matchup. I really do. I think it's going to be a good matchup. It's a good test, a good early Big Ten test for them. One, being ranked. How do you handle it? How do you handle the success? And I think the defense has a carryover mentality, like you said. So I have to agree with you. I think they're not gonna be satisfied with giving up a whole bunch of points. I like that. I'm actually gonna say 13. So I'm gonna say 28-13.
So we're all kind of in that same ballpark.
Yeah. That's kind of how I feel.
You know, Illinois kind of broke out by beating a ranked Kansas team. So they will be coming in with a little bit of confidence. They have beat a ranked team 23-17. And I think that was at Kansas, if I'm not mistaken. So they've been in a hostile environment. I think they're going to come in with a little bit of confidence, but I believe that Nebraska is better than KU. So they're going to play a real team this weekend.
There it is. What's your thought predictions? 402-464-5685. You want to get in on it, you're welcome to join there. 402-464-5685 or as well on the stream. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll talk a little bit about the Super Bowl hoopla when we get back right after this 937 ticket.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solution. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
Oh, Kansas.
Here we go. If I can have today.
You just don't stop giving, do you?
Green flag, we're underway.
The closest finish in NASCAR Cup Series history.
What a finish, boys.
Close to downtown, amazing campgrounds, 4 NASCAR races in one weekend, and it's the playoffs.
Goddamn right.
Now you're just showing off. But we're not mad. In fact, we're looking forward to it. NASCAR Playoffs Weekend at Kansas Speedway, September 27th through the 29th. Get your tickets now at kansasspeedway.com.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session, and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Disney on Ice presents Mickey's Search Party. Get closer to the magic than ever before. Play along with the Toy Story gang. Explore the colorful world of Coco. Sail away with Moana. Soar to new heights with Belle. And journey to Arendelle to thaw a frozen heart. It's an all-out celebration at Disney on Ice presents Mickey's Surge Party. Coming to Pinnacle Bank Arena September 27th through 29th. Visit DisneyOnIce.com and get your tickets today.
Nebraska State Veterans Homes are here to serve veterans, their spouses, surviving spouses, and Gold Star parents. Join your fellow veterans and their families at one of our homes in Bellevue, Kearney, Norfolk, or Scotts Bluff. With a sliding scale to determine your financial contribution, an excellent clinical team, and plenty of fun activities, our homes are the perfect retirement choice. Learn more at veterans.nebraska.gov/homes. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
In dealing with the high interest rates, it's very important that you get as much bang for the buck. And that's what our Remington Homes is all about.
Bob Benish of Aspen Builders, talking about Remington Homes, which makes the home building process easier and more affordable.
People really enjoy being able to go to our website, which is remingtonlincoln.com. Pick a plan, pick a price point, go through and build it yourself. You have a lot of options, whether you want granite, whether you want painted trim or other upgrades. Those are all options with our Remington Homes. If you're looking for more affordability and streamlined, you're probably better off with a Remington home. People get into homes that didn't think they could get into a home. A good product for the right price in budget.
Home building is easier with a Remington home from Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at remingtonlincoln.com. remingtonlincoln.com.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
LES's new online account system is now available. Visit les.com/pay to pay your bill, set your bill notification preferences, view new self-service functions, and more.
Hey, it's me, your cell phone. We need to talk about something serious. I know you love me. I know you like using me wherever you are, but I feel like this isn't working out when you're driving. I know you may think that it's possible to focus both on me and the road, but I just don't feel the same way. I think we should spend time away from each other when you're driving. It's for the best.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Fall is here, which means it's time to dive into a new lineup of autumn flavors at Wings & Rings. Your home away from home during football season. Their all-star lineup of wing sauces is adding 2 new impact players, curry garlic and pumpkin chili. Need something delicious before kickoff? How about starting your meal with their brand new chorizo nachos and loaded fries? You better act fast. These new tastes of autumn won't be here long. So make the trip to one of their 2 Lincoln locations today on O Street or Village Lane.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
Hey, it's me, your cell phone. We need to talk about something serious. I know you love me. I know you like using me wherever you are, but I feel like this isn't working out when you're driving. I know you may think that it's possible to focus both on me and the road, but I just don't feel the same way. I think we should spend time away from each other when you're driving. It's for the best.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Back to We Talk Facts on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here are your hosts, Strick and Clester.
There it is. We are back on WTF We Talk Facts. E. Strick, Clester Johnson, Sebo, Clester, not Chester. I absolutely love it. And Harrison Arms, Naya has vacated the building. She has left us. She stayed for one segment. We will be saying bye, but we will be seeing her again. She is taking on new opportunities and exploring new ventures. And so we're happy for her and her continued success as a young woman. So, class, we've got a few people that chimed in. Unnamed texter 3994 says, how is Husker Nation going to react when we dominate Illinois and the realization is Illinois was overrated? That's a question. I'll let you answer that first, and then I got a couple that threw some point totals out. What's your thought on that?
Listen, how bad this program has been in the last 7-8 years. We can't take any team for granted.
That part.
It doesn't matter if you think the team is overrated. If we dominate them, that just adds another feather in the cap right there. Because we haven't been able to dominate anybody. The Troys, it doesn't matter who's coming
Buffalo.
Here. They beat us, or have been competing with us. And now that we're finally getting to that place where we're beating teams that we're supposed to, now you're saying, oh, now they're overrated. I mean, we can't have it one way,
Yeah.
So, or the other. I mean, we got to make it where we're dominating no matter who comes in here, whether you think they're overrated or not.
That's establishing a culture. Well said, Clesibo. The OG, CJ. What's up, CJ? We love you, my boy. Thanks for listening continuously and supporting us. 20. He says the score will be 24 NU to 7 Illinois. Double D, Dowdell basically should have 120 yards rushing. I believe that. I love that kid, man. I'm glad we got him. That was a great grab for us. I love his running style.
Well, him and Emmett together.
Yeah.
I mean, give it credit to Emmett. I know Dante, in my opinion, he's the guy too, but Emmett Johnson, he makes a case every time. At that UNI game, he breaks off a huge run as well. It's like, you can't just leave me off the field.
What his average is almost 10 yards a carry. I think he only has I think he has under 10 carries, and his average is up there. Like he gets the rock and he blows the doors off the wheels off. Timmy V, he says 34-13 GBR. Go Big Red. Thank you guys for chiming in on your scores. We've given ours. We hope to see some numbers like that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm hoping to see numbers like that. But let's move on. Clester Johnson, man, you threw a subject out there, my boy. It ain't beef, but it can create it by what happened and transpired with the Super Bowl hoopla. What's the hoopla, my boy?
Yeah, I just think that the fans have gotten a little ridiculous in regards to who performs at the halftime of the Super Bowl. It used to not even be a discussion in regards to who they think it should be. It used to be about, man, who is this? We got the Beach Boys, we got the Who, we would have these performances that people would walk away going, or they get up and leave the Super Bowl. Now, over these last few years, it's been, we can't wait to sit and watch who's going to put on a good show. Give us one of those Michael Jackson experiences or that Prince experience. So like we would only get that periodically. We didn't get it on a back-to-back basis. So, my man Jay-Z have become the halftime czar where he's picking who he thinks should be that performer at the Super Bowl. And really kind of how this came up was during the time that the quarterback for San Francisco, he started doing the kneeling. Why can't I think of his name right now?
Kaepernick.
Colin Kaepernick. I think the NFL started to say, hey, listen, let us allow some since our league is 70% black, let us allow them to pick. And I don't know if they framed it that way, but let us give power to other individuals to allow this thing to be a little bit more Especially the halftime show. Let it be a little bit more inclusive for everyone, versus just a certain type of performance. So, but that being said, the Super Bowl, wherever it's located, has never been about the artist from that town, right? And
so that's the created controversy that's trying to be disseminated. Is
correct.
That's
the controversy.
If it comes to New York, it should be someone from the New York area. If it comes, right, okay, so that's kind of where the controversy's trying to come in. I guess.
So there's never, up until Dr. Dre, who brought Eminem, Mary J, 50 Cent, Kendrick Lamar, Dr. Dre has been the first artist since they've been doing Super Bowl halftime show from that town. It hasn't been a thing. And the people of New Orleans have, particularly from New Orleans, have been upset that Jay-Z did not pick Lil Wayne because he's from New Orleans. And I just feel like what they don't understand is the Super Bowl is a worldwide event. It's not celebrating the town that it's from, because you're not even going to have a lot of people from New Orleans at that game because they can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? These tickets are thousands of dollars.
Shoot, tens.
And the halftime show is going to be about people who paid money to advertise, and what's going to bring those eyes to advertisements and things like that. So I want to ask you guys, what is your thought about it? I mean, should they start to be a little bit more inclusive about hometown performers? I mean, what are your thoughts, or people that are from that region?
Well, for me personally, I look at it, and I think I agree with you. I think it's on a magnified scale. Like, let's just be honest, right? Out of who they pick, let me just stick with that. I'm not going to speak about outside genres or speculation, but who they picked, right? Although Kendrick does have certain types of language in his in his writing, but he kind of is more of a conscious rapper, a thought rapper, entendre type rapper. I don't know how to explain entendres, Clester. You can do that when you come back, but he's somebody that comes from that. Like, Wayne can be Crash. Like, if you just go look at their catalogs, right? You can go look at their catalogs, and NFL is a family. It's a family affair. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's going to be sitting in front of their TVs. They're going to be watching all the commercials. They're going to be doing a lot of things like that. And Wayne's catalog really don't, have a lot of that he could offer that could
family friendly.
Yeah, family friendly type offering. So that's why I could understand kind of the direction he go. And there's a huge buzz. Like, even though, a lot of people may not even know Kendrick's full catalog, he's got a very deep catalog, but he's got songs that actually move the crowd, can move people, can provoke thought. Like, They Not Like Us had gang members from the opposite, like, they was coming together. Like, it was the wildest thing that I saw at this concert, where Bloods and Crips and gang members was on the stage together. Like, Crips was Crip walking, and the Bloods was up there. They was just all just having a ball. I was very like wowed by that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think that could be a little bit of part of it too as well. What you think, Harris?
Yeah, I'll be honest. The Super Bowl halftime show, it's just like lost a lot of buzz for me. I never really give too much of a damn. Like, it's certain ones stick out. Like, Eminem was fun, mainly because that hit my era growing up too. And it wasn't just Eminem as everybody brought with them, but NFL is going to do what makes the most money. So it's like the controversy with Wayne, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like you said too, he's going to have a much smaller selection pool to pick from based on his content. Not that it's bad or worse, but it's the NFL's trying to appeal to bigger audience. That's all it is. And that's why, as much as I didn't like the Bruno Mars halftime show, I get it. Like, he's just got a massive fan base. I won't be surprised if they try to sneak Taylor Swift in here at one point as well in the future, but Yeah, the NFL is going to do what makes the most money, and right now, like to me, it seems pretty obvious. That's Kendrick Lamar. I mean, he's just been on a crazy run.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on that topic? I'm actually, well, real quick, one quick question: Is quarterback play suffering now, Cless, or is it just that defenses have gotten so much better? And that's kind of a preparation for where we're going next for this or that. Because it's a struggle bus out there right now. These numbers look horrendous.
I'm gonna say quarterback play, and I'll explain why. Are we gonna come back?
No. You got a little bit of time. You got a couple minutes. That's really what I wanted to ask you.
I'm gonna say quarterback play because I'm gonna tell you, I heard Tom Brady give a speech about what's going on in NFL. How he came up and what's going on now. You have this expectation that these guys come right out of college and be a franchise quarterback when they haven't really had an opportunity to learn the speed and the overall how the NFL operates. I mean, there's levels to this thing, and we've all heard that before. There's levels to this, and you will get a select few who will be able to come in and make that transition and perform at a high level. But what we've seen more often than not is there hasn't been a lot of them who've been able to sustain a long career. I feel like guys have been fizzling out after 3-4 years. It's over for them. And they need to do a little bit better job. Like with Aaron Rodgers, I mean, he sat behind Brett Favre for 3-4 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady,
you see Malik Willis right now, like how he's starting to thrive. Like,
yeah,
he came in with major struggle bus, and now he's looking like a.
Well, Mahomes sat behind Alex Smith.
Yeah,
Jordan Love sat behind. Like you see it, and I'm waiting for other teams to copycat this. That's why Michael Penix Jr. is going to be interesting in the future because he's behind Kirk Cousins right now, watching him.
Yeah.
See, I think the guys that have been able to do that, it won't guarantee that they're going to be successful, but I think that it gives them a better shot to be successful versus the guys who just thrown in the fire. There's been a few. I mean, you look at Peyton Manning, he's one of those exceptions to the rule, right? But even he had a bad first season.
Roethlisberger, the same, some of those guys.
There's a few.
Sat and waited for a while, and I know he's a surprise story, but again, he's sitting behind there just watching from the sideline.
You learn how to become
info.
a pro. You learn how to study. You learn, you because like you said, there's levels to it. It's not, you're actually, that's your job. Like I know that college football is trying to get some forms of that, but real talk, that's your job, so like that's why I was perturbed when I saw Kyler Murray and some of the stuff they were talking about him, and then there was another one. Oh gosh, who was the quarterback? And then we'll take a break.
For the Carolina Panthers, the Alabama quarterback.
Bryce Young.
Well, yeah, that's a struggle bus too. He got benched, but the one I'm talking about was who's the quarterback that they said they would give him quarterback study on his laptop, and he'd be like, "Yeah, I studied it," and then they were like, "No, you didn't. You didn't even open it because there wasn't nothing on it."
Michael Vick was one.
Was it Michael Vick?
Michael Vick said he never studied. He said he never studied.
That's not him. It was somebody just.
I only got Kyler Murray stuck in my head. They had.
That's the one I thought it was.
As a matter of fact, it was Kyler Murray.
It was Kyler Murray.
There was a story similar to that, but I think Strick's still talking about another one. I'll have to find out during the break here.
Wow,
Kyler Murray wasn't studying either. No,
right.
He wasn't.
Yeah, he was playing Call of Duty.
He was studying on Call of Duty. There it is. Great segment, fellas, and we're gonna get back and get into you already know. Here they come, yo. Here they come. Here they come, yo. We're gonna get into it. This or that when we get back right after this. WTF, we talk facts.
In today's digital landscape, the security of your business is non-negotiable. That's why you need better cybersecurity solutions. At Hamilton, we make it our business to protect your network, data, and digital assets with the latest in cybersecurity technology. Our dedicated team of experts has the technology in place to protect what matters most to you and your business. Stay ahead of cyber threats with better cybersecurity protection. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Riddles Jewelry is excited to be celebrating 65 years. 65 years of so many incredible memories celebrating with each of your special moments. In celebration of the 65th Riddles Jewelry anniversary, we will be offering up to 40% off all engagement rings and all diamond fashion jewelry. The excitement doesn't stop there. Riddles Jewelry is also offering 18 months, 0% interest, and $0 down financing on all qualifying purchases. Riddles Jewelry has always been known for incredible customer service, one of the largest selections of engagement rings, and don't forget about the on-site jeweler. Come celebrate with us at Riddles Jewelry, your one-stop diamond shop with exclusive Levian jewelry, Pandora Charm jewelry, and more. All at Riddles inside Gateway Mall.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your wake and forecast for today, we'll see a slight chance of showers and storms this morning. Otherwise, probably the mostly sunny skies expected. An afternoon high around 85. Tonight, mostly clear skies with an overnight low around 58. And tomorrow, mostly sunny skies return. We'll see a high around 77. I'm meteorologist Kyle Klecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
You've seen them come and go. Franchise testosterone clinics that pop up and then whoosh, they're gone. These franchise clinics quickly find out it's not easy to compete with Limitless Male. Limitless is locally owned and operated with a flawless protocol that has elevated them to be the best in men's testosterone replacement and sexual performance. By adding GLP-1s, our patients are losing weight in a healthy way. To feel your optimal best, schedule a free consult at limitlessmale.com.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
back to We Talk Facts on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here are your hosts, Strick and Clester.
You already know what it is. WTF, We Talk Facts. It is the moment, not the WTF moment, but we're rolling with, you know, this or that. Give me my theme music. You can get with, you can get with, you can get, hey. You know where it is. You can get with this or you can get with that. Class,
you know,
I got one for you, my boy. After you talk, say your thing. I got a good one for you.
I was gonna say, you know, this was the, you know, what we talked about off air was the this or that music edition. Wanted to see what kind of music enthusiasts we had out there. I was gonna throw out some old school and a little bit of some new school, but I'm actually showing my age on this. But go ahead. What did you have to say?
I got one for you.
Okay.
This or that. You ready?
Yes.
Are you down with that's all I wanted? Someone sacred, something special, someone sacred in your life. You down with George Michael, or are you down with come a comedian? You come and go. Which one you rolling with, my boy? This or that? Which one?
Listen, I'm going with George Michael. Somebody tell me. Listen, I George Michael all day, man. George Michael all day.
George Michael. Harrison, what's up?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll let you guys do all the singing, but George Michael. We're all in agreement.
Listen,
don't get me wrong. I love Boy George. Boy George was good too.
Yeah.
Brought back some of my school memories, but George Michael.
Real talk. God knew not to give me a voice, bro, because I would be like Jody. Ooh yeah, I'd be singing until I'd be boy. He knew. He said, "I'm just gonna give you, son, athletic ability. You can't have this singing thing. I know what you're gonna do." Yeah. I think I'm rolling with George Michael too. George Michael was smooth, dog. He was silky smooth.
Let me throw one. Can I throw a few at you?
Break it down.
I want to hear Harrison's opinion on this one.
All right, let's hear it.
Justin Bieber versus Chris Brown. Who you taking?
Yeah, we'll go Chris Brown. That's a lose on me. We'll take the latter. We'll take the latter though if I got to pick one.
Hey, listen, I know Bieber is popular. Bieber is popular amongst 20 and 30-year-olds today.
He is.
Yeah, but that was when he was popular around my time.
Young Bo.
He wrecked the generation of haircuts. I mean,
you got one right now. Harrison.
I do a little bit. It's coming back, but yeah, it's different.
Yeah, man. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you on that. I think Chris Brown's catalog is huge. Like, I'm gonna go with Breezy.
Okay. How about this one?
Who are you gonna go with? 402-464-5685. You can chime in. We'll hopefully get a little bit of time to get what your thoughts were on it. Go ahead. Who you got?
Outkast versus NWA. If you had one or the other to listen to, who are you taking? What group you listening to?
100 miles of running. Ah! Yeah, I'm NWA, baby. That was, I'm rolling. NWA. MC Ren, Dr. Dre, DJ Yella, Eazy-E. Yeah, bruh. I'm rolling. NWA.
Give me Outkast.
Listen, you know how I feel about NWA, but Outkast all day. Andre 3000, I like the way you move. Hey,
AT Aliens, you rolling? Okay, I see.
Too much good music.
All right,
I can't get rid of Outkast.
I got one for you.
You ready for the next one?
I got one for you.
Go ahead. Hit me.
Are you every breath you take, every move you make, every round you break, every step you take, I'll be watching you. Are you doing that, or are you hungry like a wolf? Are you the police or Duran Duran?
Listen, that's a tough one. E.
Whoa.
That is a tough one. Because I'll tell you what, people don't realize Duran.
Hey.
You know, her name is Rio. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yeah, man, you know what it is.
It's too. Listen, this is a tough one, but I got to go with the police, dog. Sting.
Sting was hot.
I know that Puff Daddy ain't a good name right now, but when Sting gave her every step you take, you know, he mixed that in with the Biggie, tribute. I mean, that took it to a whole nother level. The police. Yeah.
You rolling with the police?
Duran.
I'm Duran too. I think I'm rolling with Duran. It was just the music and the sound, and
it was different. It hit your eardrums different.
Yeah. I think I'm Duran.
Let me hit you with one.
Go ahead, my boy.
Are you gonna do this? Bye. Are you gonna do this? Back streets back. All right. Backstreet versus NSYNC. Who you picking?
I'll go on this one. I had an opportunity to actually spend some time with NSYNC. I'm rolling with NSYNC. NSYNC, Justin Timberlake and that crew, yeah, bro. I'm rolling NSYNC, man. Backstreet, boo.
No. Listen, every time this come on, Eric, I get chills. Everybody. Yeah.
Rock your body. Okay.
When that come on, E, that just gets me. That gets me.
I bet you we gonna see who my guy said, because I bet you he going with Strickland.
I don't really listen to a whole lot of either of them Backstreet Boys just because I can name more songs.
You know what? We in studio. You supposed to be on my side, man.
We got time for one more.
One more.
You guys decide who gets it.
Sibo.
All right, old school. For you old school guys out there, are we going Def Jam artists? I mean, you got your LL Cool J's, your DMX's versus Death Row artists. That's your Tupacs, your Dr. Dre's, your Snoop Dogg's.
Wow.
Who you picking?
Death
Jam or Death Row?
That's a tough one.
Who you picking?
Going back to Cali. Machiavelli.
Yeah.
Death Row. Death Row.
Death Row? You going Death Row?
Yeah.
Eric, I'm sorry, man.
Death Row.
I gotta go with Def Jam. You know why? I'm going back to Cali.
I knew you was gonna say it.
Cali. And listen, LL Cool J. I mean, you giving up LL Jigga, man. I'm sorry, DMX.
That's your boy.
It's too many over at Def Jam. I gotta get it. Hey, did he just bark? I'm sorry.
Yeah, he did indeed.
I gotta go with Def Jam, dog. I gotta go with Def Jam.
That's what's up, my boy. There it is. That's another great segment. Another great episode of WTF We Talk Facts. You can go back and get the episodes on 93.7 The Ticket or on theticketfm.com. Get the app. Go on YouTube. Follow, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Hit the notifications. We love you all. We'll see y'all next week. Hopefully the Huskers, GBR, get a good win this weekend. Peace. We out.